What's up on YouTube? Welcome to a new time lapse of a car route run. And here we have completed first come, first serve. For those who don't know, this achievement is start in the new world, wherever you want in the new world. Western tech with only 200 points. A little parenthesis, because some people thought that it was much easier in earlier patches before institutions, because then your Western tech was much stronger. In the new world, now you have to deal with institutions. While this is true, the change is that before, Western tech in the new world was costing 150 points when making a custom nation. Now it only costs 75, which means that you can take land. Rather than having 150 out of your 200 points put just on your tech group, and then just put 50 points in some ideas, and then your ruler. So what we did, we started as a 666 ruler. We took garbage ideas. The only thing we wanted is really the colonist at the end, and at the start we couldn't afford it. The rest is really basic garbage. So development cost to help the institutions, core creation cost because we were going to core all of our colonies, global settlers, morale, blah blah blah. Nothing here is really important, really. What matters, and don't pay attention to this, basically these two, what we did, I'll explain during the time lapse, but basically the plan was to do one thing, and when that was done completely, what I mean is do one thing, exploration and expansion and colonization. When that was done, until this is done, we don't fight wars. When this is done, then we remove all the exploration stuff, we replace it with fighting ability, and then we kick ass. So here's the time lapse. We started here, and this is what we did. This is 75 points we save from the cost in this patch. Let us start with basically all the Caribbeans except 3 provinces, which didn't matter. We started also with a 666 20 years old expansionist, which gives them 15% plus 15 settlers. We took exploration first, and we just took the rest of the Caribbeans, and then here we go. Not this. So as you'll see, we were lucky here. These guys moved they lined up, so it let us expand here pretty fast. So these two will disappear soon. We're already colonizing here. Eventually we'll reach 200 yearly settlers with 8 colonies at the same time. Now we're pushing into the Mexicans. The reason why we put our capital in Trinidad, it's the best place you can be. First of all, you're close to the rest of the Caribbeans, which is extremely rich, but Trinidad being in the Caribbean is also in North America, so everything in North America doesn't need to be connected. It will always be yours, not a colonial nation, because it's your continent. Meanwhile, you're land connected through a strait to South America. The only other place you can do this is in Panama, but it's mountains, it's garbage land, so much better here. So we're pushing on the Mexicans. Eventually you'll see Great Britain spawn here, Portugal spawn here. We'll kick this out just because we need to be connected. Meanwhile, Spain will take Brazil. We'll have a first war with Brazil, which will be very painful. We'll run around like through all freaking country. When we kill the stack, they siege here, they send here, they'll send another one down there. We'll take a good chunk here, the centers of trade, and then we're not going to touch it until the end of the game. As for the natives, for the most part, what we did to deal with them, eventually we're big enough, we just diplo-vassalized most of them. Eventually we had 7 vassals or something. We just deploy next them one by one. This is not me, this is Ojibwe, who decided to blob instead of migrating. So this will stay here. Now we're just trying to control the borders or the shores.
Thanks for the support, asshole.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the swarm. I don't know who you are. I'll tell you in a second. I'm not looking at the screen while doing this. And for those on YouTube, this is because I'm streaming at the same time. So yeah. So we're pushing here, trying to take this before France. France will come here. They'll attack them, but we'll be able to take the land before them. And then this was diplo-vassalized by us. I'll just push here now. Or hard to see because I went full white. But just keep in mind the natives are going to be diplo-vassalized with the exception of these guys. The rest is diplo-vassalized by us, and yeah, that's it. So we just colonize. So at this point we have 8 colonists. We have 4 colonists. 8 colonies. Basically, our maintenance is dropped to 0, and we have like half of our army, or force limit, I mean. And all we do is colonize. We have 4 extra. We're paying 72 ducats a month for colonies, but it's worth it. At this point, we're doing a colony in two years, so it's going extremely fast. It's going to just go faster and faster. You also see Norway in the north. This is ours. This was taken by England when we took the land they had here. You'll see Norway with Finland at the top. So the situation here, as you can see in Europe, France has Scotland. England has no allies and will never have any allies the whole game. No idea what up there. The special thing here, why Portugal is always alive, because we could have eaten it because he was killing our land. But the problem was, Portugal was not allied to Spain, it was allied to France the whole time. And France being the massive thing he had 80 transport. What all that mattered to us was the number of transports the nations had, to see how many they could bring. If we could wipe a stack before they bring another, fine, but if the stack's too big, there's no point in trying to fight them. So we're just taking everything here. Our name just our name will be exiled in Alaska most of the game for some reason. And as you see, we're not attacking anybody. This is disappearing extremely fast. Then this, and after that, our first war will be. Oh yeah, just to see, this is because our queen or empress was 64 years old, ended up with a son that was 0 years old but no husband, and no one wanted to marry us. So what I did, client state, marry the client state and break the marriage until he accepted the marriage. And then I ate the client state. Here we took half of England. Here we could have taken everything, but we had 658 aggressive expansion when trying to do that deal, which made the whole planet, and I mean the whole planet, join a coalition. So we just took half of it. Not suicidal. After this, we'll attack Spain here, and the special thing that happened here, and that which made this happen, Spain. While fighting Spain, Spain was allied to Austria, so that was me as a great power against them as 2 great powers. France decided to join on our side. The lucky thing. So it let us basically attack Portugal without France joining them. So we fully annexed the part in Portugal, then we finished Spain, and then we went to France. We just sat on France for a while because it wouldn't peace out, so here we go, 18th of April 1772. It is done, first come, first serve achieved. One note, even though the achievement, when you look at the achievement here, now it doesn't tell me because it's completed, but when it's not completed, it tells you that you need to core, it needs to be a core of X, X being you. It's a lie. I didn't core the last ones, and I have the achievement. So, hope you enjoyed the time lapse. If you have any suggestions as to what to do next, leave it in the comments, and I will see you next time.